So guys, hi, this is part 2 of cooking with me today, Easter Sunday. A continuation. That video had to stop abruptly. Obviously storage space is a bit limited in my recording phone. So as I mentioned, I'm going to, with the cheese, I am going to, it's frozen, so I'm going to let this thaw down a bit. And then I have the ham thawing down. A girlfriend of mine suggested, Lisa, why don't you boil the ham? Some people boil their ham. I personally don't. How many of you boil your ham? I don't boil my ham. The ham comes already pre-cooked, and it's not like back in the older days when our parents used to use these hams, or when these hams were made. I find that they had a lot of salt, but now I find they're not that salty, so you don't need to. You can if you want to, but it's not yeah, I have to do it. So I personally do not boil my ham. I don't know. I don't boil my ham at all. But I don't know. I think I might. I don't know. I think I might do something a little different. Okay. What I wanted to touch base with you in the part 2 of this video is, guys, I just checked the fridge and I realized I do not have the amount of English potatoes that I would love to have to do my shepherd's pie. So I am going to have to do a reverting, and I'm going to have to do macaroni pie instead of the shepherd's pie. And that's pretty okay, because guess what? I have lots of cheese, I have macaroni, I have everything for the macaroni pie, so that's what I would do. Now, for you guys in America, you might say mac and cheese. We here say, we in the Caribbean, the islands as you would call it, we say macaroni pie. And everybody does their macaroni pie a little different. Yep. Everybody. Guys, I like to, when I'm preparing my chicken, I like to use gloves. Obviously because your nails and stuff like that, and you know, with the quarantine thing, you know, you're not getting these nails and stuff done. So I kind of like, I don't really like to use my nails when it comes to that. Doing up the chicken and cleaning it and stuff. So, yeah. So that is basically, so I wear my gloves. And I don't know about you guys, but I am a sucker for only liking a certain parts of the chicken. So for me, I only like the thighs and the leg part of the chicken. I do not like the breast. So I have 6 pieces of thighs. And obviously I want to say to you guys, this is not, yeah, we're having a party, we're going to eat everything, but this is quarantine and we're on lockdown. Everything must be preserved. Everything must be cut and contrived. So we're not going to be having a ball eating as we like. This is basically food that is going to be rationed for 2 days. Okay? Yes, guys. I want to say, so I'm just going to lime and salt these. Let me show you guys. Oh my God. Yeah, that's when you're an amateur. Oh my gosh. Right, so I'm just going to soak with some water. Get a soap. And you can use your lime. You can use your lime, or for me, I use lemon juice. Yes, and then I would add my salt. And I know in other islands, sorry, not other islands, I know in other parts of the world, a lot of people do not lime and salt their meat. But yes, we here in the Caribbean, we lime and salt our meat. And the reason for this is because we try to cut down on the raw kind of like taste that most of these meat, because obviously they're fresh, you know, these animals, these poultries, they were killed and stuff like that, so they have the blood and everything. So we use the lime and salt to kind of like cut down on the rawness of the meat and stuff like that. Even you can even taste it sometimes if you have not lime and salt it. So that is that's why we in the Caribbean do it. I know a lot of people that I know, they do not practice this, but that's how we are. We in the Caribbean, we do that. And we take a lot of pride in seasoning our chicken, and I'm going to show you how I season my chicken. We slice our chicken and we stuff the seasoning in the chicken, whereas some persons, they just like put everything on top of it. No. The Caribbean people, we slice ours and we put it in, and guess what, guys? It gives it a absolutely delicious taste. You can taste the flavor in the seasoning. And I usually buy my seasoning, but what you guys can do, you can even make your seasoning. All of these are things that we women can do, and now that we have so much time at home, these are things, let me talk and move around. These are things that we can do. So I'm going for my salt. Yeah, these are things that we can do. We can make our own seasoning. I remember there was a time when I used to make my own seasoning, because my sister here in Barbados, she's the one who taught me to do seasoning, and she loves to do her seasoning. She loves to mix her seasoning, but I like a lot of convenience, and I like kind of like everything ready done. So I would buy my seasoning, and I'll show you what seasoning that we use, guys. I usually use this brand, Country Boy, but there are other really great brands like Aunt May's, etc. There are a lot of good seasoning, premium seasoning. I think even I have a friend, the Bird Nest, he has a good season as well. I think I have one of his seasons in my fridge. It's a hickory seasoning, but I would leave that for when I'm barbecuing meats and stuff like that. But yeah, this is what we would use. I hope you guys can see it. It's Country Boy premium blend. Yeah, this makes your meat taste absolutely delicious. And you usually cut the meat and you put this inside of the meat. This is what the Caribbean folks do. Okay? So, I'm going to gather. I'm going to start. I don't want to start cutting everything too fast. I don't want to start to have to cut stuff too fast. So that is the preparation into the meal. Let me see, guys, when you're baking your French rice ham, remember you always you must have your pineapple slices, okay? And I want to say something to you too. I cannot even get into the cupboard. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Guys, are you seeing what I'm going through here? It's like, oh, I am not finding what's going on here. I am not. I believe, guys, I believe it's up to the top. But I'm just basically trying to get everything at hand. I can take this off for now because I have to give those stuff time to thaw, to break down because they're frozen. So that is what I would do. Meanwhile, I'll just talk to you guys about, you know, curfew and what the coronavirus is doing. For me, what this virus is doing is it is teaching me There you go, guys. So I have my pineapple slices, and this is what we would put in, sorry, on our ham. But yeah, what this is doing for me is, and you're gonna use clove as well. Okay, and the cloves look like this. They look like little sticks, but this stops the ham from also spoiling, like going off. This does, and it gives a little flavor too, but this is very important for your ham. But yeah, as I was saying, what this is doing, what this whole epidemic is doing, is it really is teaching us to be very patient. Yeah, it's teaching us to be very patient, very appreciative. It should teach some of us, you know, go in the kitchen and cook more. For instance, that's what it has done for me. For sure. For sure, that is what it has done. Guys, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast. It's a bit crazy, but this is all just fruit. I took my NutriBurst already. I don't feel, I might get some cereal. Actually, I think I'm going to get cereal. So you're going to have breakfast with me while I wait until my meats and stuff are thawed. So yeah, breakfast with me. Let's make sure that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, guys, this is I gotta go into the light. This is what I use for my breakfast. So you can tell me what you guys are going to be using for your breakfast. So I only use the almond milk, and I use almond milk because I am lactose intolerant. I also have a condition. That's why you might see my tummy looking a little projected, but I do have some feminine issues with my hormones, which in turn, it's also generic to give me fibroids. So I'm not ashamed to say it. These are natural things that occur in women over 40. So what I'm saying that to say that I do not use milk. Well, if I use milk, it has to be almond milk or coconut milk or rice milk, anything like that. So I would normally buy another milk for my son, the regular milk for him, but for me, I only use almond milk. Yeah. Okay. These are my absolute, I'm sharing everything with you guys today. These are my absolute favorite cereals that I use. Cricks with blueberry, gluten-free. Or I like, well, this one is new. So I can't wait to try it. But I love Rice Krispie. I always buy Rice Krispie cereal. Guess what? These have strawberries, guys. I can't wait to try them. And my son, Kellogg's is him, not me. No, regular cereal, not Kellogg's. So yes. Yep. That is how I am going to, this is what I'm going to be doing today. And I'm really glad that you guys are sharing this experience with me. You know, my video blogs are all about different things. And I really am glad that I could inspire some of you. Yeah, let me just put that a little closer. I can inspire some of you. Yeah, it's about us inspiring each other. I don't know about you guys, but I have this thing where it goes, smell my milk. I'm gonna make sure it's good. But these milks kind of last really long. And don't argue with me. Some people put in the cereal and then pour in the milk. I pour in the milk and then I put in the cereal. But either way, it's still gotta eat. So this is my breakfast, guys. Strawberries smell good too. So this is my breakfast. I ain't gonna overdo it. I put it, I eat a lot because these days I don't really have much appetite. So I'm not gonna pretend that I have all this appetite. I don't. So yeah guys, this is my cereal. Don't like too much milk in my cereal either. However, I just put a little more. And yeah. So guys, this is what my breakfast is going to be. I'm having a jelly snack. I am having a tangerine. And I'm going to have some cereal. Guys, I am going to do part 3 of the video to let you see when I am going to be actually doing the cooking. Yes, I have to let you guys see when I'm doing the cooking. But yeah, but you can talk and chat with me while I have my breakfast. Remember guys that there is life after abuse, and everything really depends on you. If you're gonna sit and you're gonna mope in it, or if you're gonna tell yourself, okay, it's time to move on. Yeah. Y'all realize that I did not add any sugar to my cereal, right? I don't add sugar because that's why I buy most of the cereal that is already sweetened, so that I won't have to add any sugar. A review. Tastes the same to me. I ain't really tasting much. Strawberries. Guys, I hope that some of you are adhering to the curfew rules. I don't go anywhere. The only way I go if I have to go out to shop to buy vegetables or anything like that, but I come right back. I don't stay out on the road at all. I'm seeing some of you bulking, and I mean, you guys have to understand. There's why they're pleading with you to practice the social distancing. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, guys. It's very serious. I'm so grateful that I have life today. What are you guys grateful for? We have life. There y'all see what I'm eating. We have life, and there's a lot of things to be grateful for. So, what I find about what you can do in this pandemic, like what I'm going to be doing, I want to be doing some gardening. I'm going to be doing some gardening. I can't wait for this curfew lifts, because when this curfew lifts, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to invest in some barrels, some half drum barrels, and I'm going to be planting my kitchen garden. That's the first thing I am going to do when I come out of this curfew. You know, some of us would say, oh, what's the first thing you guys are going to do? So I want to ask you guys, what is the first thing that you will be doing? For me, the first thing that I am going to be doing is I am going to be investing in some half barrel drums, and I will be planting my own veggies. Yes, because after seeing all the money that I had to spend, and after realizing that there are actual essentials that is very important, you must have fresh vegetables, I am going to invest in planting my own. I'm going to get my seedlings, and I'm going to do my own veg. Yeah. So that's on my to do after quarantine list. So what are you guys going to be doing? So no, I'm not going to be like some of y'all going to Chafet and partying and stuff like that. And for those of you who are on my YouTube channel who don't know what is Chafet, Chefette is a local fast food restaurant in Barbados. It's actually delicious, very tasty. Spicy food. But I will not be going to Chefette. I will be planting my own kitchen gardens. That's what I'll be doing. Another thing that I will be doing is I want to, not apart from planting the kitchen gardens, I also want to work on my garden. Like, I like plants. Mainly cactus. I like plants I don't have to do much with, because constantly being on the go with work, trust me, sometimes you don't get a chance to do a lot of things. When you come home, you'll be so tired. But this pandemic has really slowed me down, as I was always busy. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop this video and I'm gonna do part 3 when everything is basically all cooked and everything, or almost there. When I'm preparing the ham and I'm doing up the macaroni pie, I am going to do a video on that one. So I will stop this video here. So technically this video is about you having breakfast with me and my choice of breakfast. Yes, my choice of breakfast is kind of unconventional. It's kind of messed up even, but what? Hey, you gotta eat what you want, do what you want. It's not about pleasing anybody. It's not about being uniformed at all times. It is about whatever you want. You do what you want. Like, we're not robots. And for some of us who have been through a lot of domestic abuse, where we were constantly being robot to, like, do this, do that, and don't do that, come back here, go there. It's time for you to do what you want to do. So if you get up one morning and you want to eat a crazy breakfast, eat a crazy breakfast. Okay? Just remember, you have to be comfortable in your own skin and be happy with you first, in order to attract good and, you know, lasting love out there again after a breakup. You gotta first make yourself happy. Take time, spend time with yourself. Love yourself. Do what you want to do. Buy what you want to buy. Eat what you want to eat. Make your own decisions. All of that is on the road to recovery after an abusive relationship. Guys, look out for part 3. Love you guys. I'm gonna go and eat my stuff. Thanks for having breakfast with me, guys. Happy Sunday again, all.